Okay, ready. So, we've generally looked at balancing these feed rations using Pearson squares, right? Which I've mentioned a couple times. It's really impressive. Whoever figured out that little back road trick. It's very helpful and really streamlined, especially in sadly these days where our mathematics are a little bit rusty, maybe a little bit more than other times, right? So the old school way to do it, right, originally is the old algebra. We have two equations and two unknowns. Oh, does anybody remember these? And then we have our glorious Pearson square, which is super helpful and exactly achieves the same goal. So, this ought to be not a collection of numbers that y'all have done yet. So I really want y'all to be able to be fluent in at least the Pearson square, okay? It's really a helpful skill that you'll be able to have, okay? It would very much impress a boss or your herd of animals, right? If you could just quickly, adeptly, and correctly, right, go through these and be able to figure it out. So, formulated 100 pounds of a complete swine diet containing 16% crude protein, using corn, which is about 9% crude protein, and a commercial supplement source that's 36% CP. How many pounds of corn, commercial supplement, do we need of each? Hopefully y'all would be able to do that super easily, right? Two feed resources with one nutrient, i.e. crude protein is what we're looking at, one nutrient that we're looking at, right? So we are going to have X pounds of 8.9% crude protein and then Y pounds of a 36% crude protein, okay? And our goal is 16%. So that's what we know, okay? We know a lot of things here, actually, right? We know that we want 16, we know that corn, or our X, is 8.9, and that Y has 36%. X plus Y is going to equal 100 because that's what our goal is, right? I'm sorry, that was another thing that we knew, is that we're going to end up with 100 pounds. We, in our quick exercise prior, we based our formulations on a ton, correct? A lot of those, pick a number and then you can scale it up or scale it down, right? But you'll have your percents, okay, straight, and then you can say, oh, we're just going to make 20-pound batch for the afternoon, or we're going to get 10 tons of this stuff delivered, okay? And then, since we know that the amount of our X is 8.9%, or drawn out of a 1, 0.089, and then our Y is 36%, right, or 0.36 of 1, okay? And that is going to equal 16 pounds of protein. Why is it going to equal 16 pounds of protein? Because we are making up a formulation for 100 pounds, and the target that we want is 16% crude protein. So we know that we're going to result in making a 100-pound ration. We're going to result in 16 pounds of crude protein of that total ration. Then cancel out your X or Y and then solve for the other one. So we have our equation 2, which we looked at, 0.089X plus 0.360Y is 16 pounds of protein. We solve for, in this case, what are we solving for? X 7.1 pounds. And then we can solve for Y easily at 26.2 pounds of supplement, okay? X equals 100 minus 26.2 equals 73.8 pounds of corn. Check. 73.8 pounds of corn, which is 8.9% crude protein, comes you up with 6.5 pounds of crude protein from that component. And then 26.2 pounds of supplement, that's 36% crude protein, equals 9.43 pounds of crude protein. Hot potato in a 100-pound ration, we're going to have 16 pounds of crude protein, so we know we're on it, correct? And now, our favorite, quick little review just to get us back, get our feet back on the ground, okay? Our Pearson square. Our corn, starting with our known, right? 8.9% crude protein. Supplement is 36% crude protein. Our target is 16%. Always subtract the smaller from the higher, no matter which one is where. Always subtract the one from the higher. And so, as a reminder, right, this puts us into parts, okay? After we subtract, this isn't, the first number we get isn't a percent, it's parts. And somebody please, Mr. Hermie the Hermit Crab, please tell me, how do we get our percents? Nobody's in this room but me. We get our percents by adding 20 and 7.1, right? And that'll give us our total, and then dividing each by the total. 27.1 total parts by 20 parts corn by the whole, 73.8% corn, and then 7.1 parts of the supplement divided by the total equals 26.2%. Much more straightforward, right? Very quick, and just the quick addition, right? Subtraction, sorry, right? We don't have to be balancing out, going out to zeros. 73.8% of whatever ration we are making. In this case, it's 100 pounds, so 73.8%, 73.8 pounds of corn. That's why it's so helpful to know the percentages, okay? So then you can make it for however much as you need to make it for. And then same thing for these things. Check it. 73.8 pounds of corn at 8.9% crude protein, 6.5 pounds crude protein. Our supplement, same thing, 9.5 pounds crude protein. There's our 16, which is our target. We have achieved a balanced ration for protein. So, what about with 3 or more? We're going to do this in another video and aim to keep these short.